Hello, my favorite community. Of course, you're my favorite because you are mine. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about what's going on right now in the world and how it's impacting our lives. I don't want to have a big COVID-19 conversation, but I just want to encourage you guys for a little bit tonight. If you're brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we are over 2,000 members, you guys, and we have not had our 6-month birthday yet. So this is huge. This is amazing. I love it. I appreciate you all. I'm so excited that each and every one of you are here. If you are brand new, I want to welcome you. I'm excited to have you. My name is Brittany Budd, and I am the facilitator and creator of this amazing community. I am a mindset and business coach. I help female entrepreneurs to build and scale profitable online businesses. What's going on? Okay, so my oldest is 5. He's going to be 6 next month. And we got news today that officially he is not going back to school. So I have 3 kids. He's going to be 6. Then I've got another little guy and he's 4. And then I've got a little girl and she's 2. And I've got an angel in heaven that's coming up on her first birthday in heaven on Saturday. So anyway, Oliver, he's my 5-year-old. He's in kindergarten. We found it today. He is not returning. He's been home for like 2.5 weeks. When he first got put off of school, they said it would be for 2 weeks. And then, hi, Vanessa. And then like a 1.5 weeks in, they were like, it's indefinite, but stay tuned. And so, like I say, today we got the message that, nope, they're not going back to school. And now there's a lot of parents that suddenly have to figure out how to homeschool their kids. And I've never homeschooled before. I've never had to because my kids are too little. And so now I've got to figure out how to homeschool. Honestly, I'm kind of excited about it. Hey, Kaylee, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So now I got to figure out how to homeschool. I'm a little bit excited about it. But I want to encourage everybody here right now. Nobody planned for this. Like, not the homeschooling thing, all of it. Nobody planned for the world to, hi Blanca, how are you, beautiful? No one planned for the world to have a pandemic right now. I mean, we never planned for that, right? No one planned for a lot of stores to close their doors. No one planned to homeschool. No one planned to be put out of work. No one planned on social distancing. Actually, speaking of social distancing, I messaged Oliver's little buddies. There's a little crew of 5-year-old boys in his class, and I messaged their moms, and because I have a Zoom Pro account, I messaged the moms, and I was like, hi Trish, set up a Zoom meeting for Oliver and his little buddies. And so they did that for almost an hour today. Him and 3 other little dudes from his class met over Zoom. And now that's gonna have to be. Like, if he wants to hang out with his friends or talk to his friends, it's gonna have to be. And I mean, we have been practicing social distancing, but now that we know that he's not going back to school, that's how it's gotta be. Nobody planned for this. So I just want to encourage you guys here. It doesn't have to be more stressful on you and your home than it needs to be. Okay? I don't think any teachers are expecting any miracles. You know, there was like a kind of a joke like, hey, guess what? Everybody passed. Whatever grade you're in, you passed, you're on to the next grade. I don't think anyone's expecting miracles. Everybody has different lives. My husband's an essential worker. I work from home anyway. But my husband's an essential worker. He works at the power plant. So if he's not there as an operator running the plant, not only just our province, but all of the surrounding provinces and a bunch of the states on the East Coast would not have power. So he has to go to work and we have to make do. And I want everyone, hi Andrea, if I can encourage you to just step out of the chaos and take the pressure off of yourself to be the perfect homeschool teacher, like making all the great meals, planning a ton of fun activities, like doing laundry, doing like cooking and cleaning, also like trying to run your business, and like just maybe you're working from home and you're just like, holy crap, there's not enough hours in the day. Like I'm crying. I'm ready to blow my brains out. Yes, Trish, Oliver's teacher has 2 little girls that she has to take care of. Guys, just step back, okay? It's really hard right now. It does not have to be harder than what we make it. Like, we don't need to make it way worse by putting a bunch of pressure on ourselves, by like just really squeezing ourselves into, hi Christy, into these frantic states. If your laundry doesn't get done, too bad. If there's dishes in the sink, oh fucking well. If your kids are coloring on the walls, I mean, that's not ideal, but fuck, it'll come off with a marker. Oh my goodness, Kaylee, that's amazing. Yes, Andrea, let them sleep in. If you're not getting your workout in, oh well. If you're having a breakfast for supper, oh well. I saw someone post recently about how if your kids are a little bit younger, in like 10 years, or like when they're in high school, like there's potential that this will be in their history books. And your kids might go to school and learn about the COVID-19 pandemic and not totally remember it, but kind of remember. Like Oliver, like I say, he's 5. So he might remember a little bit. And your kid might go, Mom, we're learning about this pandemic and how like everything was shut down. Do you remember this? And you will have an opportunity to say, do you remember this? And your child, if they remember that they were home, not remember the fear and the panic, but if they remember that they were home, what do you want them to say? I remember that I was home and I didn't get to see my friends, and you played with me every day, and we read stories, and we stayed up late sometimes, and we had pancakes or frozen waffles for supper a lot, and we did a lot of movie nights, and sometimes you let us have chips for lunch, and I remember playing a lot of Play-Doh. Or your kid could say, I remember that I cried a lot and you cried a lot because we were trying to do homework and I was frustrated and you were frustrated and you were really tired, and I remember like it was not fun. They may not remember the actual panic that's going on in the world, but if your kids are little enough, they will remember. And even if they're big enough, like if they're big enough, they'll always remember what it was like at home. I was stuck at home for months. They're going to remember what it was like. And you will always remember what it was like. So you have an opportunity right now to take control over what those memories are going to look like. Are they going to be really stressful, really like high anxiety? Everyone's at their wit's end. Mom and dad are fighting a lot. Mom and dad are almost on the brink of a divorce. Like, mommy's crying, I was crying, I hated it, everybody hated it. Or I didn't really know what was going on. I knew I was stuck at home and I got to play. And we played Uno, or we played Trouble, or we played Sorry, or we played Snakes and Ladders, or we played Candyland. One thing that I did with my kids today, will they remember or not? Who knows? But I ordered off of Amazon like little chocolate molds of like dinosaurs and robots and Easter eggs and bunnies and ducks. And we broke up a bunch of crayons and we put the little pieces in the molds and we put it in the oven and we baked it so that they would melt. And then we took them out and put them in the fridge and we made like multicolored crayons. And like I have my big whiteboard here, but also for like training purposes, I have a teacher board of paper, like one of those big flip easels of paper. You probably see me using it in some of my videos. And so I laid it on the floor and I got the kids to lay down. They're too tall, but from like just above the knees to the top of their head, I traced their bodies, and then I set it up on the table and I was like, hey, draw your face, draw a shirt on yourself, draw some pants on, draw a background. Like I say, Oliver's in kindergarten, so I was like, write 2 sentences of things that you like, just to like help him practice his printing and sounding out his letters. And like, whatever, like, that's the best I could do today. If taking this time is giving you an opportunity and a fire to really dig your heels in and like start running your business, perfect. Friggin' do it. If you have that time available or you want to make that time available, good, go do it. Schedule that out. I've said this to multiple potential clients in the last couple of days that I've gotten on the phone with them. A power hour does not have to be 1 full hour straight. If you're going, I can't do my business because I don't have a full hour, do 4 15 minutes. Get your kids to read a book and you do 15 minutes of reach outs or 15 minutes of content creation or spend 15 minutes writing an email to your email list. Like, spend 15 minutes 4 times a day to get shit done in your business. Trust me, your business will continue to thrive despite what's going on. If you're taking this as an opportunity to unplug a little bit, perfect. There's no right or wrong thing to do right now. Whatever feels good for you and your family is the right thing. Don't make it harder than it has to be. If you want to unplug, you want to be real intentional with homeschooling your kids and spending time with your family, awesome. You want to get real serious about your business, awesome. You want to write a book, awesome. You want to binge watch Netflix all day, awesome. You want to do everything, awesome. It doesn't have to be harder than like you make it. You don't need to make it harder than it already is. It can be really easy, you guys. Kids are super resilient and they're sponges. No matter what you do with them, they're always learning. If you are wanting to continue your business, like I said, be really intentional. 15 minutes a day, 4 times. 4 times a day for 15 minutes. 6 times a day for 10 minutes. Take an hour break where your kids like run around in circles or go run around the house, and for 10 minutes you do messaging or you do content or you do emails or you do reach outs or you do a live video or something. If you're really focused for those little blocks of time, you can get a lot done. Your business does not have to crumble if you don't want it to. Oh, Blanca, that's beautiful. Go have a moment with him. Soak him up. This is beautiful. Go hold hands. It's like dark and rainy here today, but like we loaded the kids up. We're going for drives. We're not going anywhere. We're not getting out. We're going for drives. We got the kids on the bikes. We went around the block. We social distance. No one was around. This wasn't today because it was raining. But you got to do what you got to do. And honestly, I'm hoping, I think a lot of people are hoping that what's going on in the world is going to revolutionize what's happening on the planet. More people are going to be doing more at home. More people are going to be connecting intentionally. More people are going to be loving on and serving each other more so than they are right now. And I don't like that people are dying. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm kind of grateful that he is at a school. I'm kind of grateful that social distancing is continuing, because I feel like it's still been too short a window for people to really feel pushed by the change. I think everyone's just kind of like, oh, it's nice. But if they were like, okay, social distancing is over, I feel like people would just be like swarming to restaurants, swarming to the grocery stores. Everyone would just be swarming. And like, I love reading that dolphins are in like the canals of Italy and things like that. Like, I've been to Italy, I've seen those canals, they're gross. But to know that they're like not polluted anymore and there's dolphins swimming up and all these beautiful things are happening, like, oh, can't we just keep it this way? And I think that right now, people are still so high strung about it that they would just be like, everything would just, it would be worse on the planet. Like, all the damage that we have been undoing, we would redo and then like exponentially ruin. And I think that if it just lasts just a little bit longer, people can kind of settle in and be like, let's fix nature. Let's let the planet like purge, not the people, but like purge the pollution and get rid of the junk and like let's do more. I've also seen a lot of no one's selling, no one's buying, everyone's closing their doors, everyone's doing this. If you're hearing a lot of that and that's really coming into your heart, you guys, I want to remind you that it is impossible for no one, or on the flip side, everyone, to be doing the same thing. There's too many people on the planet. Like, everyone sleeps, yes, but not everyone sleeps at the exact same time. Everybody eats, yes, but not everybody eats at the same time. Businesses are closing, sure. Other businesses are thriving. Apparently, in the last recession, 2008, big housing bubble concern, a lot of amazing companies were born out of that recession. Like Uber, and there's like a list of them, and I can only remember Uber. But like, a lot of amazing companies are being built right now because of what's happening in the world. There's going to be so many cool changes that we get to witness. But I don't want any one of you believing that no one, or on the flip side, everyone is doing something, because that's just false. It's impossible. It's just literally impossible for no one to do, not one person on the planet's doing something, false. Every single person on the planet's doing something else, also false. Like, it's just unrealistic. So please, do not buy into any of these hypes of, like, you shouldn't do this because no one is. Sure, they probably are. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. There's probably people doing what you want to do. Whatever it is, whatever feels good to you. So, I just want to come on here, you guys, like I say, give you grace. Give yourself permission to have grace. To just do your best. And your best probably doesn't look the same as it used to. And that's okay. We're gonna figure out this new normal. Any hard thing that's ever faced you in life, you have overcome. You have a 100% track record of success and overcoming hard things. You can do this. Give yourself grace. Give your kids grace. Give your spouse grace. And make the most out of this. Whatever that looks like for you. There is no right or wrong answer. No guilt right now, you guys. Okay? Lastly, I've decided that my Facebook group growth and monetization workshop, I usually charge $97. The value of it is like $1 million. If I'm just going to be real honest, it's very valuable. I was going to bring it back until June. I was going to bring it back for $97. And then last night, in the middle of the night, I thought, I'm going to do this for free. So, I know a lot of you paid for it before. Guess what? I'm not going to do it for free again. But I am going to do it for free. Next week, I'll figure it out. I'm doing a web class in another group on Monday on money mindset. I think they were doing a poll on on my topics and deciding on what they wanted me to teach on. And then I potentially am speaker in a summit that's coming up. I am a speaker in another online summit that's already happening. And I was invited to speak in another group. And I was invited to speak in a campaign. I will figure out the day I will do this Facebook workshop. And I'm going to do it for free. Like I say, one time you will have to register. There will not be a replay. So you have to be there to get it. Like I say, there will no replay. Totally free, because I want to do what I can. And I've got this pinned at the top of the group, you guys. If there is something that I can do to support you, love on you, encourage you in these times, I want to do that. So I did my coach-a-thon. I did a Q&A. It's pinned at the top of the group. If there is something you would like me to do, you'd like me to come and do a training in your group, you'd like me to do like a coffee chat where it would be like less formal than a coach-a-thon. We just kind of hang out and like put on our pajamas and have a coffee and chat. Like, I don't know. What do you need from me right now in your business? And I thought that this would be one of those things. A lot of people could probably benefit from really figuring out how to use their group, and especially those who are wanting to continue their business right now. Guess what? You could plan out most of your content for the whole week in like a half an hour. So if you're going to do like 4 or 15 minutes a day, 2 of those could be content for the whole week in your group. And then the rest of it could be on other things. So stay tuned for the link for that and the date and time for that. I'll have that out to you probably tomorrow. And like I say, go over to that thread. Like it's pinned at the top of this page, and tell me how I can help you, how I can serve you and love on you and support you right now. And you guys, I'm still taking clients. I'm getting asked, like, are you still taking on clients right now? Yes, it doesn't matter that I'm homeschooling and I've got 3 small children and my husband's an essential worker. I am still taking on clients. I have lots of time for April. Like, I just put my calendar out. We're only on the 2nd. Go ahead and take some strategy sessions, you guys. If you want to work with me, you want to take your business to the next level, especially if you're thinking, I'm seeing so many people who are kind of like, I don't really want to go back to work. I kind of am loving homeschooling. I might homeschool like forever now. Maybe things are making some huge shifts in your life and your online business, you really want to scale that so you can stay home and not have to go back to your other job, and you can stay home and homeschool your kids if that's kind of your jam right now. Let me help you do that. You guys, the link's all over the page. It's like calendly.com/brittanybudd/strategy-session, I think. I'll drop it in the comments like I always do. Anyway, I just wanted to like love on you guys today, encourage you to take the pressure off, and just be in every moment right now. Okay? All right, you guys, have an amazing evening. I'll chat to you all later. Mwah! Thank you for tuning in.